No Sleep Sleepover. Car edition? Question mark.
Road trip with audio recording equipment that hopefully is recording this.
Whoop whoop. And if it's not, then we have a phone.
And if it's not, I get blamed for that, which is totally my fault. It totally would be me.
Well, welcome back. I'm Logan.
Matt.
In person again. We're doing it. And if you're watching the video, which I think you should for this one, we're in the car.
We are in Logan's 2010...
Nine.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was a guess.
He's old.
Oh my God, I feel so
Look at
smart.
you know
cars. I was like, it's newish, right? But like, I could tell, like, you know,
Yeah, 2009 is pretty new.
The interface looked a little pre-Facebook to me.
Yeah, so 2009.
2009.
It's a Yaris.
Tiaras?
Yaris.
Oh, Yaris.
Yeah.
I was like, are you trying to say, like, is it Taurus?
She's a Taurus.
She's a Taurus girl. She just has a personality.
She's special. So we're going to go driving because...
Yeah, should we start? Shall you drive?
We're going to drive.
Okay, you drive. I will handle the equipment. So when we first talked about this idea, because we were like, because Logan likes to ask me, Matt, like, what should we do? And I'm always like, I don't know. Because, like, you know, we try and do, like, fun little quirky stuff, which is different for me because I feel like I'm, like, big, bold, like, mega. So I was like, wouldn't it be fun if we just, like, I don't know, like, drive around? And I think at first you were kind of like, what?
No, I love this
Did you?
idea.
Okay,
I just
remember in the moment where you, like, thrown off by it. But I remember, too, we were like, well, who would drive? And you...
I was like, can I please drive?
Yeah, so tell everybody why you're the one driving today. Why is it you driving?
So, okay. I just get nervous in the car in general. But if I have my hands on the wheel, I am responsible for my own life, I feel better, you know? But if I put my life in someone else's hand, then I get all, like, nervous, and that wouldn't be fun.
I get you. My hands are crusty, they're dry, they're unseasoned hands, so I wouldn't trust them.
Don't hold me in your crusty hands, please.
Please, get those crusty hands out of here. Well, and actually that works out for me, because, like, to be honest, like, driving for me is, like, I have to do it. Like, we live in a country where, like, you basically kind of need a car to get around.
Yeah.
Like, I wish our public transportation was better. But, like, God knows the Rita, she is late. She just shows up when she wants to.
Yeah, it's not reliable. It's not a good, it's hard, you know?
I know. Because my mom, she's like, well, you know, you work downtown. Like, shouldn't you just invest in a rapid pass? I'm like, listen, like, I love the idea. Trust me, I really do. It's just like, I can't be dependent on a system that just is late, or, you know, sometimes they'll, like, cancel those rides and not even tell you. So.
Yeah, totally get it. But yeah, no, so I like driving. Matt has promised that if I do get a little road ragey, then we can cut parts out if we need to. I'm going to try not to.
Listen, I'll admit, I tell people, I'll cut that out, and I'll totally forget about that.
Whatever.
Because, you know, it's like, you know, unfortunately, I probably do a little bit too much, so, like, it's hard to keep track of all those, like, little tabs.
I'm going to be watching it back, and I'm just going to see myself and be like, oh, now everyone knows that I'm like that.
You really have to be like, you have to follow up, like, Matt, can you please cut that one part? And I'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
But I don't think I'm, like, a mean driver. I think that I'm like a Midwestern driver.
Oh, so very polite.
So I'm like, scooch over, what are you doing? Kind of deal.
Oh, that's New York. Isn't that more like like, what you doing, you gabagaloop?
No,
like,
but I'm more just like, hey buddy, scooch over, you're in my lane.
Is
like,
that Midwestern? I thought Midwestern are more like, hi, can I please get over?
Oh, I mean, I still get the road rage, but I'm like, it's like a Midwestern road rage.
I have this, like, not theory, I guess, but when I believe in driving karma, so, like, you know, sometimes, like, I'll speed through the yellow, and I'll be like, I used up some of my karma, so I have to build up some of my karma by, like,
doing nice
things. Yeah, so it's like, you know, like, once in a while, you do something, you're like, okay, maybe that was a little illegal, you know, maybe I should have, you know, stopped at the yellow light, but, you know, I think if you do a nice blend, that's what I believe in, and I've really only gotten, like, 2 or 3 speeding tickets, and the one I totally contest. To this day, that area I swear is 35, not 25. But anywho, long story.
It's like a video game. It's like you use a little bit of your luck, and then you get a little more when you do other things.
Yeah.
And
you know, it's funny, real quick before, because I feel like we should explain where we're driving. But I like when I play video games, I hate those video games that to me are like you're just working. like own a pizzeria shop and like.
I love those.
Oh, do you?
Oh my
I
God.
just am like, this is work.
Like home renovation, like anything like that. Like Cooking Mama. Do you remember that for like
okay,
the
Cooking
Nintendo
Mama
DS?
kind of slapped. Cooking Mama did
anything
slap.
that it's like, hey, do you want to do this as a job?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it for fun? Here. That's my dream.
And everyone loved Animal Crossing, and I just am like,
I've never
there's just
played.
no plot. You're just creating a house, and I don't know. It sounds like work.
I've never played, but people love it. You know, you just run around,
They
you do little things.
They just want to make houses and stuff. So we are in the Heights because you currently live out here, correct?
Yeah, I live on the east side.
And you were previously Willow.
Yeah, that area, the Willow area.
The Willow area.
Mm-hmm.
I actually used to live out here because I went to John Carroll.
Yeah,
so
which
I
is
am
fun.
pretty familiar with this area, and it's always fun to kind of get back out here. The one downside, and probably the reason I don't live here anymore, I feel like a lot of my jobs, a lot of my friends are West Side.
Mm-hmm.
And
Most are.
most are. Like I think you're one of like the 3 East Side friends that I have.
Seriously.
And then I love this area, but it is so hard to get in and out of this area. Is that just me?
No. Okay, so from my house, the closest freeway, like each direction, is about like 12 to 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Like I can't just hop on a freeway and just go, which definitely sucks. But I don't know. I like the area. I think it's cute. I've always lived on the east side. I've never lived on the west side.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if I could. It just feels like a whole different beast over there.
See, and that's what I liked about moving to the West Side was it felt like a new challenge because I was getting to the point where I was like, you know, like I feel like I'd seen everything and I wanted something new, and so moving to the other side of Cleveland really did actually provide me with like it did feel kind of brand new. It didn't feel like, oh, it's a whole new world, but it was like, oh, like
yeah, you get to go to like new grocery stores and new little shops and stuff. That makes sense.
So it made it exciting, you know, especially because people are like, you know, this is your time to leave. This is your time, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
I want to leave. I like the area.
I mean, we did have a nice 40-degree day in January yesterday. I loved that.
Oh,
I
that was
I'll
nice.
take that anytime. So we're currently, I think we're getting up to Coventry, right? I love nice Coventry.
Yeah, that area.
You have to try. I think it's open. I don't know if we'll drive past it. I should have looked when I drove past it earlier. There's one of my favorite Asian places. It's called Coco's Bakery.
Ooh.
And they do like buns. It's like vegetable buns, sweet buns, meat buns, like, oh my gosh, it's so good. They have one, it's like a little east of Cleveland, and I guess what's part of Little Asian Town. Oh, I see the sign.
Yeah.
And they have bubble tea. Oh, maybe we need to like do this show and then stop and get bubble tea.
Sounds good. So we'll come like right back and we'll get
We'll
some.
be like, whoopsie, a little bit after the show. So phenom. I mean, I just love it there. So I'm glad that they are expanding and businesses are actually. Wait, is this snow?
Yeah. Welcome to the east side. We get snow out here for some
Well, no, I
reason.
mean, I know we had snow recently, but I felt like it all melted.
Snow on the east side like doesn't melt as quickly for some reason.
The sun's like, not today, honey.
Good. Yeah, also in Coventry is Tommy's.
Tommy.
They're celebrating 50 years.
Oh my God, I can't even get 15 minutes on a first date.
Which is very exciting. Like,
Yeah.
like they have great milkshakes and everything.
How long do you think it takes for a restaurant? Like, how many years does a restaurant need to be in business for it to be successful?
Ooh, like have that like legacy. Like people are like,
like
oh,
how
you
long does
have
it take to
go
be
this
like,
place.
oh, this place has been around forever? Is it like a nice 10 years? Like a 10-year successful
I was gonna
restaurant?
say like 20 years.
Oh.
That might be, I don't know.
Because I feel like Barrio, for example, I mean, Barrio's only been around for like 10?
Something like that, yeah.
And I feel like people are like, oh, it's like the place to go.
Like that's like
you know.
Cleveland, you know? That makes sense.
Now, Little Italy, what I love about Little Italy, I love the way it looks. I love the places to shop and dine. But the road through Little Italy, oh my God.
Gosh, I drive through here to go to work every single day.
Mm.
And we're stopped at a red light right now. Stopping at this light when there's no cars anywhere, no people, it's so irritating. Because I'm like, what am I waiting for? There's no one driving. It's just one road, like, and there's just nothing. I'm waiting for nothing.
I'm just wondering, like, what were the city engineers, like, what were they thinking when they were like, yes, let's have just 2 lanes of traffic, one going west, one going east, through the middle of this busy Little Italy. Like, doesn't it just feel like, I don't know, sloppily, like, placed the way these, like, streets are?
Well,
I don't know.
Is it, like, reminiscent of, like, a little town in Italy? And they were like, yeah, let's recreate that and get that magic back.
Honey, no.
Bring that magic to
we need
Scioli.
We need at least a nice 4 or 5 lane situation.
Yeah.
Especially when someone has to turn on these kind of streets. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
You could be behind
And there's
someone
like
for
lots of
5
like
minutes.
one ways and dead ends, and it's just, it doesn't make, see, dead end, one way, It doesn't make sense.
That's like the story of my life. Dead ends in one way. One
But,
time situation.
we do have to talk about Corbo's Bakery. Have you been?
I like Corbo's. I feel like I need to try more of it.
Their casada cake is so
Okay, I've had that.
frickin'
That has
good.
definitely slapped. That has slapped.
I love casada
My
cake.
favorite, actually, we're passing right now, is Presti's, because they'll have
It's
like
very cute.
really good coffee for like $1.75, and like they have like all kinds of like deli, and I don't know. I just always love sitting in there and like reading. I have so many like memories with my parents. I know
that's
Mariah
sweet.
Carey said that she has family memories at McDonald's, but I truly have family memories at that establishment. I promise. So.
Oh, and just so much good Italian food down there.
And it's crazy how like this place has totally come up and up. Like this building, what was here like 10 years
I don't
ago? I
even
think it was
know.
like, like empty warehouses or something. So it's just
Now it's
crazy
like
to
apartments
see.
and there's gyms and stuff.
It's crazy to see the growth that's down here, and of course the MoMA, that beautiful obsidian square.
With the hand,
Wait, there's a hand of the MoMA now?
there's like a hand art thing. We're talking
Wait,
about it's
let me
the
see.
modern
Yeah, Modern Art Museum of the MoMA. Yeah,
something. I think is it the mocha?
Mocha.
Oh, right there, over there.
Oh, the hand. I see a hand. Yes, I see a hand. Is it Mocha? I thought it was MoMA. Modern Contemporary. Oh, maybe it's Mocha. It's Mocha. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. 'Cause it's contemporary art, so Museum of Contemporary Art. Right?
Got it. The mocha.
I don't know why I was thinking MoMA.
Museum of Modern. No, that makes sense.
Modern Contemporary. Actually,
all
when
the
I was
same.
writing for sociology, my sociology professors would always say, just say contemporary, because modern apparently has like a negative connotation.
Interesting.
If you like tell someone like, oh, I'm modern, like it makes them feel like they're not modern, but contemporary is like, it's the times. It's a contemporary timepiece.
Interesting.
I know. Is that interesting?
Fun fact.
Fun linguistics fact for all my sociologists out there.
So I know we've been like talking about what's around and stuff, but I have a rant
Yes,
to go
please.
on. This might take a whole hour. Okay, so I'm drinking Snapple right now.
Okay. Diet Snapple.
Diet
See.
Snapple. Diet everything.
I know,
honestly.
me too. Who needs the sugar
It just
calories?
tastes better, honestly. I don't care if it's fake
sugar.
sugar. So, I'm going to try not to get fired up because I am driving and
Oh my
I
god,
want to
this turn. She's turning. No, I'm kidding.
I recently found out
Mm-hmm.
that, so you know how Snapple has like those fun facts on the inside of their
Yes.
caps? Here, can you open that up and read what it says?
Yes, I can. And it's making me very thirsty for a tea. A duck can't walk without bobbing its head.
Interesting, right? Fun. You feel smarter for knowing that,
Yeah,
right?
cool. I mean, not my favorite fun fact, but yeah.
Did you know that not all Snapple fun facts are accurate?
Wait, what?
Some of them are just not true.
Well, then what? But
But not all of them. Just some of them.
Well, then
Snapple, the tea company, is sometimes lying to you.
But like, wouldn't you think that like if they like? Because here's the thing, I totally get like so. For my full-time job, part of what I have to do is like write questions, like trivia questions, and like sometimes like if I don't have a specific like for example, this was so stupid, but like last week it was a question about what's besides potato and coleslaw, what is the vegetable side option at KFC? And it's corn. But people are like, no, there's green beans. And like, well, if you go to KFC.com, no green beans. You try and order KFC and DoorDash, no green beans. So I don't know what you're getting your green beans for. I think they used to have them for sure. Don't know if it's a secret menu. So it's like, now I have to be like, according to KFC.com. You know what I mean? And it's like, which is kind of stupid, but like, are these just straight up wrong facts?
It's just like some of them are like, one of them said caller ID is illegal in California.
Is it?
No! So why are you
Was it
putting
at
that?
any point?
I don't know. I didn't Google that far.
Because maybe it's an outdated Snapple fact.
But it's just like, why are some of their facts just inaccurate? And it's not just like it's like one or two. It's many. Like many facts are just not true.
I think that they should just do a better job of like, I don't know, like it's one thing to be like, okay, we're pretty sure this is true, and then like, but if people are telling you like that's not true, like
Another one. The most popular goldfish name is Jaws. How do you prove that? You don't. They just made that up.
well, they probably did a survey where like
No.
2,000
They made it up. You cannot prove that. You cannot claim that it's a fact.
Well, here's what they do. They do a survey where they interview 2,000 people. 100 people say Jaws, and then like 80 say Jeremy or whatever. And they go, well, according to the survey, Jaws is the most popular name for a goldfish.
But the thing is
Because
that,
there's no way to truly measure every
Yeah.
single goldfish.
But why are you putting it on as fact if it's just like we took
Conjecture.
a small, it's so irritating because I love Snapple. I've been drinking Snapple for so long, and I would take that as fact and tell people. How silly do I sound?
You feel
sometimes lying.
You almost feel like a cult member who's found out that the cult's a cult.
Right?
That's kind of where you're at.
I
You're
really-
like, this is a cult? You mean when I had to like work for 20 hours and I don't get paid and I have to live with 60 strangers and I can't drink or have sex? This is a cult?
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
And it just irritates me that they're not lying all the time. It's just occasionally.
I mean, let's be real. This is just me being like trying to make you feel better. Would we rather have true facts and bad tea, or great tea and like sometimes the facts aren't facts?
You know what?
And that's when Logan decided this podcast is over. Logan's like,
I'm done. Bye, guys. That's it.
Goodbye. And I'm going to drive us straight into this ravine.
I do love the tea, so I'm gonna keep supporting them.
Here's the thing: if the tea is that good, let's just be real. I feel like this is me with products, right? You buy a Starbucks fancy drink, it's $6. But gosh darn, it's a good fancy drink, right? Yeah. And so like it's hard because sometimes you're like, I'm not gonna pay that, but then sometimes you're like, oh, it's good, and I'm craving it. I'm gonna spend the $6. That's kind of like what it is with products, you know. And I think with you and the Snapple, it's like, gosh darn, the tea's really good. I really hate that they can't get their facts together.
They sometimes lie. Occasionally. I'm just curious. Just lie all the time if you're
I'm just
gonna
curious
lie.
about like the California ID one. Like, did like the intern come up with that, or like did someone actually just like I wonder what the process is. It's just people like.
Was caller ID in California ever illegal?
Seriously, like, girl, I don't know. Don't ask me.
No, there's too much.
I like how there's too much facts,
ID
and you're like,
spoofing.
I don't want that.
That's a thing. You can look that up if you want to at home. But
I don't get how caller ID would be illegal. Oh, we're turning right. I thought we were turning left.
oh,
Oopsie.
sorry.
No, you're good. I just my center of situations like, where am I? Anywho, I am so sorry about your Snapple snafu. Shh.
I think I'm in the bus lane right now.
You're in a bus lane? Oh my God! Yes, you're in a bus lane.
The car followed me.
Or maybe I don't know.
I have no idea. So the way that some Cleveland roads work is that they have like multiple lanes and then a divider in the middle. Sometimes they have like the 2 lanes on the one side and the bus lane by itself. Sometimes they don't. The bus lane. It's very confusing.
Can I be honest about the bus lane?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of ridiculous if there's one lane and then a bus lane, because like so many people like have to like park or like momentarily park in the one lane, so then you have to use the bus lane. It's just like, I don't know. I wish there was a better system. I don't know what that system would look like. I'm just saying. The system is. What's Fluffy Duck Cafe?
A cafe
cute.
that is.
Don't you dare.
I
I
won't.
thought you actually were going to drop some knowledge. And then I could hear it in your voice. I was like, oh no, she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Oh, but did you see like they're building all these new homes over here? We're now in northwest of Cleveland Clinic, or like north of Cleveland Clinic. We're on, is this Chester? Oh my God!
Sorry, hold on.
No, you're kidding. I break words.
Slow down. I don't really know directions. We're making our way to Cleveland. Cleveland is that way.
I'm actually, can I be honest? I didn't think you were going to drive us this way. I thought you might drive us like
I don't know.
through like the heights a little bit. So we're definitely at a
We're kind of going downtown.
direction.
'Cause, I don't know.
Well, how long is this episode? Logan's like, it'll be an hour and a half.
We can turn. It only takes like 25 minutes to get downtown.
That's true. We could do downtown and back. That's easy.
Yeah.
Or we can just like kiss downtown. Be like, we're here. And then
Hey
get back.
downtown.
Hey
Bye.
girl. Hey girl.
I just think driving is fun. You know?
I'm glad you think that, because I don't. Well, I mean, as a passenger, it's fine. But like, as the driver, I'm just like, I got places to be.
I love it.
I'm like what's the villain in The Devil
Cruella
Wears
de Vil.
Prada? Kind of close though, right? Like, what's the villain of The Devil Wears Prada? It's like the Meryl Streep character, and like, she's just always working, and she's like, I have no time for your BS. That's me with
I've
driving.
never seen The Devil Wears Prada.
You haven't?
No.
Apparently, it's become problematic, and I don't know
really?
why. Yeah, apparently it does not hold up.
Oh, sorry. Anne Hathaway, right?
Yes, Anne Hathaway. Another show, like, I have no interest in watching. I feel like, I don't know if we've talked about this in the podcast. Do you like Friends?
Yeah, I like Friends,
Okay.
but I think I like it because I grew up watching it, so I think
Okay.
it's like the nostalgia, but I'm not like, this is the best show ever.
I just have no desire to see it, and some people are like, you really should just see it. It's history, and blah, blah, blah.
But again, like, there's like parts that don't
Hold up. Yeah.
And it's like...
I feel like, okay, there's some shows that I want to see, like The Wire. Sopranos, like shows that I'm like, oh, like these are like older shows, but like everyone talks about them. They're always like on the top 10 list. But like, I don't I don't want to go. I've never watched Full House. I don't want to go back and watch Full House. No offense. I mean, I just don't.
Oh, Full House is cute.
I don't like cute. I like.
Oh, see, I like cute.
I like raging, funny, crazy, wild, insane, big story, big character development, in your face. Or I will say, you know what another guilty pleasure of mine is? I like kind of like positive reality shows, like Queer Eye or like Nailed It.
Ooh, like baking shows.
Yeah, a nice bake, like just stuff that like I can put on in the background.
Yeah.
And just kind of like.
See, I don't really watch a lot of like intense shows. Like I would like to, I think, but it's like, you know, life is stressful, everything's stressful, and then you sit down and watch something stressful. It's just like, where's the break, you know?
Yeah,
so that's why like I just
that.
love like silly TV shows or like dumb movies, and like those are just, they just fill my brain with just happy.
You know what's funny? I think I have such a high tolerance. So like these intense shows, like they're intense, but like whereas for someone like you that might drain you, for me it like kind of fuels
Like,
me.
yes, I can take on the day now. Watching
a little adrenaline.
Game of Thrones, you're like, yeah, I got this.
Oh, don't get me started on that last season. Anywho.
Ooh. Also, throwing back to that yellow light that we stopped at, did you see my mom arm come out?
Yes, I love the mom arm.
I don't know when I started that, but it's just kind of like an instinct thing. And I've realized, like, I do that to people, like, when I have to stop. That wasn't even, like, a sudden stop, but it was, like, you know, we had to, you know. But I also do it if I have, like, food in the front seat. I'm like, no,
not my turnover, not my fresh produce.
You're just like, oh, yeah. I was thinking more just, like, my fast food. I'm like, no, my French fries. Just, like,
I'm curious, like, is that instinctual? Like, how long have you been doing that? Like, was it, like...
I think it's, like, part instinctual. I also think another part of it is... when I was in college, I had a beta fish, and I would take it to school and home from school, and I would, like, seatbelt him in the front seat, and I would, like, hold on to him the whole way.
Wow.
So I think I'm just, like, a whole 3-hour drive. It was a lot.
Oh, my God. Where the hell were you going to school?
Up in Michigan. Whoop, whoop.
All the way in Michigan?
Yeah. Have we not talked about, like, college or anything?
Oh, college, girl. I thought this was 3rd grade.
No, my God, I wasn't driving in 3rd grade.
I thought, okay, here's what when you said beta fish, I instantly thought
like,
you were like a little girl.
Yeah, you're a child.
I was like, you're a little girl with your fish.
Oh,
and I genuinely was like, I pictured you in the passenger seat, holding it. Okay.
So sorry, I'll explain that better.
Yes. I knew you went to school in Michigan.
College.
Yes, college.
I had a beta fish that I bought one time.
Yeah.
I named him Bernard Kensington,
or
BK for short.
BK, I like that. Burger King.
Yeah, it was fun. And so, yeah, I would seatbelt him in, and I would drive the 3 hours home, and I would just, you know, hold on to him and make sure that he didn't spill over.
Okay.
And one time he did spill over.
I will have to listen to the, oh, God, what happened then?
It was just a harsh turn, and, you know, I saved him, though.
I will say, I do believe in harsh turns. I'm a harsh turner myself.
I didn't even mean to, you know. Yeah. Obviously, with the fish in the front seat, I felt terrible, but he survived.
That's so funny. Yeah, the second you said beta fish, I was like, oh,
you're a child. Beta fish are actually, I mean, I don't know the science or anything. Like, I don't know if they're actually good pets, but, like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was easy enough. I mean, you have to clean the tank, like, every week or two.
Here's my emotional support beta fish.
That's what it was.
Really?
It's like, I can't get a dog
Jeremy doesn't like me. Beta, you're the only one who gets me, BK.
You're laughing, but that is exactly
You're
what
like,
happened.
that is like kind of how
I was going through a rough time, and I was like, I need to take care of something.
Yeah.
I just, I know we did our astrology stuff, but I'm a Cancer moon, so, like, I just love to, like, take care. And so I was like, yeah, I just need something, and so I decided to get a fish and took care of it.
No, it's funny. My mom texted me the other day. She's like, hey, you ready for a pet? And I said, no.
Pets are a lot of work.
Here's the thing. The house, my house. I've been in my house now for 17, 18, 19 months. It's still not done. Still have so much to do. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm never home.
Yeah.
I'm never home. And, like, there's only 2 kind of pets that, like, I don't have to be home. Fish and, like, hermit crabs. And frankly, they both probably smell. And I just can't deal with it. I mean, like, God bless my sister. She has 3 young girls, like 3 months. The smell of, like, child poop and, like, oh my God, I gag. I have a whole reaction to it. It's like the idea of, like, A messy pet? No.
Where you can't just, like, have a diaper and, like, catch it all.
And here's the thing, I love animals. I really do love animals. If I was dating someone who was like, I want a dog, I want a cat, absolutely, all about it. But, like, me, solo, like, what's that Jason Derulo song? Like, I'm riding solo and I got no time for pets. I really, like...
Jason Derulo. Did you know that the months, July, August, September, October, November, December, spell Jason D?
Oh, fun fact. Do you also know that the months, some of them are out of order? From
Out
their
of
names.
order. Oh, yeah, like October 10, not the 10th month.
Not the 10th
I
month.
like how yours is like an actual fun fact that like means something. And I'm like, Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo. No, it's really funny. Because December isn't Deck 10 and October is 8.
Yeah, and November
and they're
is
10th
9.
and 12, yeah. So it's kind of fun. Take that, Snapple. That's a real fun fact.
Can you grab that? I think it's shaking a little bit. I think it's because, and I might totally be making this up because I'm just as bad as Snapple. Julius Caesar, I think, added 2 months because he's vain.
I think so, and it was Augustus.
I think July and August.
Yeah.
That might be totally inaccurate, but
no, that sounds kind of familiar.
But that's what I'm going with.
I just like that seems like I love change, but like imagine being like 40 and they're like, we're gonna add 2 months. Like, what?
Could you imagine?
That sounds like a lot of work and like.
I got my calendar for the year already. And chisel in a couple
the,
more.
The Mayan calendar's like, ooh, we didn't plan that. Like we gotta redo that.
Hey, remember 2012?
Yeah. So what exactly? Okay, it was just like the fact that like they ran out of space, right? It wasn't like. They were like, we're good till 2012, and then we'll make a new calendar. They're like, by that time,
it won't matter, you know?
They're like, we're all set through 2012, and then, of course, you know, the Spaniards came in and were, you know, genocidal bitches.
But yeah, the world did not end. I remember a lot of people were very afraid. Hey, look, it's my work.
I'm afraid of, like, a lot of things. Hey, work. Hey, girl. She's looking stunning. Do you just go through, is there an underground garage situation? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You just go straight.
Because that front door looks really uninviting, no offense.
No, it does. When I first,
don't you dare come through this front door.
When I first interviewed there, I didn't even know where to park. I was like, am I allowed to park in this lot? It doesn't feel like I'm allowed here. But, no, I mean...
I like how your work actually has parking, whereas my work's like,
right?
Have fun with it. Just figure it out and get here.
Oh my gosh.
It's
like that sketchy alley and everything. Oh my goodness.
Sketchy, the molesty alley, yes.
Hate it. So scary.
It's really interesting too, like some of these buildings in downtown Cleveland, like what is this? Just an empty building?
Yes.
Like what is that? Like
there's
for steel or something?
There's a men's center up here.
Oh yeah.
So I do know that. I don't know about other places, but
I feel like there's like so much potential that's being untapped.
I know. But I do think that things are gonna start. I mean, I don't know. I feel like people have probably been saying this for the past 30 years. But I feel like things are gonna start growing more. Like they just opened Brewdog
in the flats, yeah.
Area.
Although they were having some staffing issues, I heard. Which
were they?
That's everybody.
Yeah. Yikes. I mean, I get it, you know.
I mean, I don't want to turn this into like that episode, but like I'm all about it. I mean, like it is crazy. Like, did you know, like, if minimum wage went the way that it should have gone, minimum wage would be like 27 or 28, I think.
Jeez.
Like, yeah, and it's really sad to think about. Like,
dude, I'd take a minimum wage job.
Oh my god, of course. Be like, what do you need me to do, girl? I'm here for 26 an hour. Like, shit. There's probably like only a couple things I wouldn't do. Like, one would be work at the Snapple Fact Factory.
Because people are gonna get mad at you when you lie to them.
We should apply. We should see if they're like, we want to be fact checkers.
Just one episode at the Snapple Factory and just be like, okay, that's
I like picture the Snapple Factory like Willy Wonka, but like a little less acid trip, you know, kind of like we make tea and tea and tea. It's peach and lemon raspberry. We're like, oh, this is fun.
Like, oh, cool. They're like, you guys are on the facts, and we're like, oh, yikes.
Why would
But I guess it doesn't matter.
If we were in the Willy Wonka Snapple Tea Factory version of Willy Wonka, why would we get kicked out of the tea factory? What would you do to get kicked out of the Snapple Factory?
I would be screaming about the incorrect facts. It'd be like, you're wrong, you're all lying to us.
I know what I'd be. It'd be drinking too much of the tea.
Oh,
That's
fair.
I would be like
You're like Augustus Gloop in it.
I
You're
would be
just
the Augustus Gloop. You'd be like the
tea
Violet
river.
Beauregard.
Yeah.
Just complaining about like the facts.
When you were growing up, or I mean even now, would you like watch a TV show or a movie and be like, oh my god, that character's so me? Or like if you're with your friends, you're like, that one's so you.
Ooh, I mean,
Or am I just weird?
no, here's the thing. I know people do that. I'm just weird. I'm the weird one. I don't think I
Okay.
did that much.
Got
Because
it.
here's the thing. When I was young, I started writing a book series, and I took all my friends and put them in there.
Oh, fun.
I was that guy. I was that friend. And so what's funny is like a lot of my projects, actually the current novel I'm working on, it's so far not based on anyone I know. And so that's been a little different because usually there's like a couple people that like I know and I'll be like, I know you pretty well. You'll be a character for me, and it's fun to kind of put them in that position. So I guess that's my weird way of like doing that.
That makes sense.
Right?
I just remember like watching stuff. I'll be like, oh, that's you.
That's you.
Or just, I don't know. I think it's just like, you know, you find that character that you relate to and you're like, yeah, I like this. This feels right.
Oh yeah, I mean I definitely like relate to. I think if anything, I'll be like, what would I do in that situation? I feel like I play that game a lot with like the shows. I'll be like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. Or like when people are like, I can't tell the secret to so and so. I'll be like, psh, not me. Do you know how many shows will be like, just like don't tell so and so, or like I'm trying to hide so and so, like
Yeah.
And I'm like, that wouldn't be me, girl. I'd be like,
You're telling
guess
everyone.
what happened? Like I'm watching this show on Netflix and the main character is trying to hide the fact that she's in this band from her like friends, and they find out because they're like, something's up with her, and then they follow her, and they're like, oh my god, she's in a band, and I'm like, that's not something to be like ashamed of. Like,
Yeah.
you're being a bad friend for not telling your friends that you're in a band. I think.
Yeah, go do your band.
I'm like, girl, just fucking rock out on stage. Oh my god, I dropped an F-bomb. Excuse me.
Whoa, that's our second of the series.
It's our second F-bomb of the series.
Woo, give it up for
Yay!
the F-bomb.
We are explicit content. I try, you know what's funny? I try so hard not to swear.
Right?
Because I get into like, okay, we are doing a professional podcast piece
Yeah.
in 32 minutes and I slipped up. That's actually pretty impressive.
Right?
It's pretty
And
impressive.
not even just 32 minutes. Give yourself a little more credit. Like 10 something episodes in 32 minutes.
It's really funny because like I'll do Pop It, which you've been on, which
I
is
know.
really fun. It's really easy. But the idea is people come on, they share their opinions, and I'll try and be a very like middle of the ground host, like oh, like, you know, I'll make jokes, but like I'm not gonna like swear and like. But sometimes people come on and oh my god, they have such a hilarious potty mouth, and I'm like I can just feel my inner potty mouth, like yes, unleash me, bring me to the surface and destroy these, vanquish these people.
I just, for some reason, like if something's being like recorded or put out there, I'm like, I'm gonna try not to swear. Like I just,
Yes, I agree.
I don't know if it's because I grew up, or we grew up in the whole like, you know, when you put something on the internet, it's there forever.
Yes.
And, like, careful
Oh
what you
my
post
gosh.
on Facebook kind of deal.
I know.
Like I literally, when I started college, I got like a new Facebook, I got a new Twitter. I was like, I just want to like delete everything that has ever been and just, you know, have everything new.
Yeah, you know, I think it's funny because, you know, like in the sitcom podcast, the characters swear, and that context feels different because it's like a scripted piece.
Yeah.
You're right. There is something like a professional, like my LinkedIn, you know. I don't know, but it's tough because at the same time, like what we do, it's for fun, it's entertainment, it's, you know, it's just, you know, real life. And like, you know, real life, I swear a lot. I have a potty mouth, you know, and I kiss grandma with that mouth. So I apologize, grandma.
Sorry, Grandma.
Grandma's listening like, oh heavens, darling.
You said the
Suddenly-
F word.
Suddenly my grandma's a royal princess. Oh heavens, the whole palace will be ashamed. Oh my god.
I love it.
I was going to ask you, so this is a question. So we just launched on Starbolt Studios a new show, and it's me and my friend Christian. We're doing debates, which is really cute, and they're like 6 minute, 7 minute debates. So they're really simple. So this week's question.
Don't get McDonald's.
Oh yeah, is this a good McDonald's to get stuff from?
It's a
The
McDonald's.
sign is empty. There's nothing on the sign. You know how it usually is like burgers or something? Oh, this side says try our spicy chicken sandwich. Okay, maybe.
Yeah,
go
let's do
on.
it.
So
Sorry.
the question this week in this debate was best liquor. What's your best liquor?
I saw you said
I said vodka. Christian said whiskey.
I haven't watched the episode. I did see it on my socials, and so I am very excited to see it. Starvolt Studios.
Oh, look at that plug. It was so
Gotcha.
unprompted and beautiful.
So whenever people ask me my favorite alcohol, it's always difficult.
Oh yeah, keep it moving, I think, right?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, there's some characters that are like rolling up on these McDonald's patrons. Oh, this is like the technical college people. They're technical college people. Fun.
I am like, I'll drink whatever's in front of me. Mm-hmm. I'm not picky. I'm like, just give me alcohol.
But you don't have a favorite? You don't have something that like sticks out to you?
I think I go with vodka the most, but like if we're doing shots, I'll do tequila.
Did you know, okay, I recently learned this, and this is something that I feel like disappointed that I just kind of figured this out. Mm-hmm. Tequila is an upper. It's not a downer like most alcohol. Well, I don't know. Context sample, girl. I don't know. No, I've heard that it's not a downer. It's an upper.
I don't know if that's true because I feel like...
Well, you think about all the stories people with tequila. They're like, when I have tequila, oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, but I think people just like make up
Can't drink?
Yeah. What do you want? This is exciting.
I'll pay since you're driving. What are you getting?
Probably just like a burger.
Okay.
Diet Coke.
I was gonna say Diet Coke.
In front of McDonald's, will you be using the mobile app today?
No.
I'm so nervous. I don't know why. It's a very strong entry. Okay, what are we getting?
What can I get for you?
Hi, can I please get one hamburger?
Okay. Anything else?
A large Diet Coke.
2 large.
Another large Diet Coke.
And
okay.
A 10-pack of chicken nuggets, sweet and sour.
And then a 10-piece chicken nugget with sweet and sour sauce, please. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it.
You said a 10-piece nugget with a sweet and sour?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Can we do the 2 for $6 with that nugget
You
and
want
do?
Another 10?
Can we do? Is it a Big Mac?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Your total is $9.55. First one to thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God! So let me just tell you what happened on the podcast. We're gonna roll up. They're gonna see the mics and be like, "What the hell is happening?" First of all, so I was like, "Ooh, a 10-pack of chicken nuggets sounds great. Sounds refreshing." Mm-hmm. It was $5.49.
Ooh.
Might as well just do the 2 for $6.
Right.
So I got the Big Mac, not because, well, I'll probably have all of it, let's be real. But they're going to check out this podcast and be like, he's literally just eating this whole podcast.
Oh my God, we're going to do the ASMR again. I know there was a lot of unpopular, people did not like our eating episode.
Really? What do they say? This is news to me. I usually just put stuff out into the world and I'm like, have fun.
People like to tell me about the podcast, which I appreciate. Like,
what do they say? Tell me. I want to hear.
Oh.
Let's gossip in the McDonald's drive-thru.
A lot of people
sounds like a new sign on my album.
A lot of people are like really nice about it, and they're like, "I love your podcast. It's so fun."
Hate the other guy. Love you.
You are so much fun. The other guy sucks. No, but a lot of people.
I thought that was actually real for like a slight second. I was like, oh. I mean, I appreciate the feedback.
No.
Let me be better.
Everybody, like, they say it's so much fun. My grandma listens to it.
She's gonna hear the F-bomb. No, Grandma.
I'm so sorry, Grandma.
Oh heavens, Logan, darling.
She was texting me about it. It's very exciting. I had a friend who I was with, and he's like, "Oh, my favorite podcast just dropped," and then I hear our intro. Very sweet. Mm-hmm. But yeah, people have told us. A couple of people have told me they're like, "Yeah, I mean the like the tepid ones, the ones where we're eating chicken wings, hot chicken wings. It was fun." But, like, you guys were chewing a lot, and it was just a lot. And I was like,
so, okay, I know we talked about doing that again. If we do it again, then we have to be a little bit cautious about the chewing?
We warn people.
The following program might contain chews.
I think it's fine, because I think we had a lot of fun. And
we just, we'll have to make sure people know the next time they're like, oh, this is going to be a chompy episode. So
yeah, maybe people can
skip
coming
up next, we're going to pig out on some Mickey D's. Or I guess we could end the episode and then eat. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, I don't know. I want to eat in the car.
You want to eat in the car?
Kinda.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever just sit in a parking lot after getting fast food and just, like, eat like a little gremlin?
Of course. Who doesn't do that sometimes? It just depends on it depends on what I ordered. Because sometimes I'll be a fancy biche, and I'll order, like, a salad and, like things that, like, I mean, I've eaten salad behind the wheel. Like, what are some crazy things you've eaten behind the wheel?
Like soup, probably.
Soup, curry. I've had curry behind the wheel.
Never eaten curry behind the wheel.
Have you had, like, a pad thai situation?
No. I used to do my oh, wait, hold on.
What?
This isn't good. Don't do what I say. I don't
What?
do it anymore.
Okay.
I used to do my makeup.
Grandma, she's not doing it anymore. She promises. Okay, confession.
I used to do my makeup when I would drive.
Oh, girl, that's really risky.
But I wouldn't look in the mirror. I just kind of be doing patent stuff and
So
then
you come to work looking like Bobo the Clown.
basically.
It reminds me. Have you ever seen the movie Airplane?
No.
Okay, so it's a movie. Basically, it's about it's a very old '80s comedy, and it's kind of about making fun of airplane stuff. A lot of it holds up, but there's a scene where the lady's putting on the makeup as the airplane goes into turbulence, and it's so funny. So anytime I hear people who are like, "Oh, I do makeup while I drive," I think of that scene where her lipstick is like.
That's. I mean, again, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It would mostly be it's just I don't do it anymore. So.
By the way, I did my first TikTok in 3 months. I was so proud.
Wow, look at you.
I know.
Speaking of TikTok, I need to post.
I was gonna say, what's happening on our TikTok? Because that's your one job, right?
I create the ideas that this.
Okay, you're right. You got two. You come up with some of the ideas, and then you do the TikTok. Yes, absolutely.
We have one TikTok video.
Oh my God, it's just the one, girl. Yeah. We've had 7 episodes since that one.
We've had 9 episodes. We've done 10.
This is I think 11. This will be the 11th.
Ready?
Because we did our temperament test, but we were actually surprised with our temperaments.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
Hi.
I liked how that hi felt like the energy was I'm trying to be really nice. Not annoying.
I get nervous in drive-thrus and I don't know why. I just want them to like me. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
My biggest nervous. Oh, and I went through. I just got looking at my phone. And I could see the Discover Car transaction report. I will say, my biggest fear with drive-thrus is that my car is always looking messy, and I hate for them to see my messy car and judge me for being like, oh, this guy's ordering, a Big Mac, and his car looks like a mess. Looks like a big mess.
He looks like a Big Mac guy. I think about that all the time. Hi.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I don't want no
Ooh, be careful, it's dripping on the top.
Oh my God, it's like that song Pussycat Dolls dripping. That's pushing up my buttons.
I was gonna say, what is dripping?
Oh my gosh. I had a do yesterday, so we did a photo shoot for the DJ company I work for yesterday, which is really cool. I'm really excited because we did because there's 7 or 9, 10 lead DJs. I don't know what the number is. We're gonna do one of those Modern Family promo pictures. Where they're all together in the white backdrop. So that looks cool. And then we took solos, but then we did oh my God, what am I trying to preface this with?
I don't know.
They had a confetti gun that looks like a straight up Uzi. And so I got pictures with the confetti gun and the microphone, and it looks so cool.
Oh, sounds like fun.
You know me, I only do fun things like sipping on a Diet Coke on a podcast.
Look at us, cheers. Cheers, bestie.
Cheers. I feel like this is leaking everywhere.
Yeah.
Me. Where's it coming from? Why is it seeping?
It's on the top, I think. I don't know.
Major seepage on No Sleep Sleepover.
That's
By the way, can we real quick? I just want to brag about how good that name is.
It's really good.
I love the name of this podcast. I know it took us 7 years to figure out what we're going to call this thing.
It took a long time, yeah.
But it is so weird. When I see that, I'm like, that is such a fun name. I mean,
it just feels right.
I
feel like nothing else would make sense.
Let's just talk about ourselves a little bit more. What? I mean,
We're just so... Thank you so much. Ooh. She started talking, and I thought she was talking to me, and I didn't get to say.
She did, didn't she say, you enjoy?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought I heard, you enjoy.
Oh. It's really bad hearing, so I just...
Which sounds like me, if I was working on, kind of a customer service-oriented job, I feel like I'd tire out. I'd be like, enjoy. Bye. You enjoy. Bye. Have fun.
But yeah, I don't know. I get nervous in drive-thrus just because I'm I want them to like me. I'm just a people pleaser in general, and it's I'll probably never see that person again. But it's what if they just, they go home and they're like, oh my God, I have this one customer who really sucked.
This one red-haired floozy drove through my line.
I don't want to be that person, I just want to be, I want them to like me.
Yeah. Ooh, do you want a burger?
I want a burger.
Yes, feed me. Big Mac. You know what I'll do? I'm going to have my Big Mac, and maybe you can help me with some of the nuggets.
Sure.
Maybe I'll let you eat first, and I'll kind of carry the conversation, and then we can flip-flop.
I'll talk with my mouth full. I'm good. Okay.
I don't know. Some of your friends are gonna freaking hate this. They're gonna be like, I love the first 40 minutes.
But
and then
you kind of sucked after that.
That you were so rude to the staff.
Oh my gosh, it's my nightmare.
Okay, so is the Big Mac secret sauce? It's ketchup and mayonnaise, right?
I think so.
I mean, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, it's not that secret.
Yeah, I hate when people are like, it's so secret. Like, really? Is it?
You know what I think is the best thing ever?
Hmm.
Bottom of the bag French fries.
Oh.
It's just like a little treat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'll always, like, give out the food,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll keep the bag. Because then there's, like, 3 fries at the bottom, and it's just like, oh, it's so good.
Sorry, I had to flatten the Big Mac a little bit because it's so tall.
Is it good? Yeah, I mean, essentially.
This is probably my first time in like months having McDonald's, to be honest.
Oh,
I
you are a better person than I am.
Well, I usually go for like, so I live next to like a Piata and a Bippy Bop, and even like Chipotle. Those to me feel like not as indulgent. I will say having this big, thick Big Mac feels quite indulgent.
I just love a good burger every once in a while, you know? Burger and a Diet Coke.
I was gonna say Logan Burger Week.
Ooh, yeah. Very excited for it.
I'll be honest, I didn't know how this was gonna go. I'm lightly surprised with how it went today. I feel like we're gonna have to do more car rides or something.
Seriously, we're just gonna like duplicate everything we've already done. Part 2. But it's like when you do something that's really fun, you want to keep doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I don't think we're here to like change the paradigm.
I am.
Oh, well
This
then we'll
is
talk about that
important
after this.
stuff.
Ooh, we'll talk after.
No, this is fun. Whoa.
I think after this, I'm going to work out the Planet Fitness by you so I can go and have lunch at Coco's Bakery at Coventry.
There's a plan. Oh, yeah, there is a plan. Okay.
Whoa. Oh my God, that lady just turned.
Yeah.
I think I was an old lady too, and I love old ladies. I think they're my favorite demographic.
Yeah. What's your least favorite demographic? Because I know mine. Oh my God. Why do people just walk?
Oh my God. My least favorite demographic? Probably old men.
Mine are middle schoolers.
Oh, no, you know what? That's good.
And it's not because I don't like them. It's just because they're terrifying and so much cooler than I am right now. And I don't know. I don't know how to relate to them. Ooh, what was that?
My keys.
Oh. I don't know how to relate to them. Like, they're just so much cooler than I am and I'll ever be. And that sucks. So I'm like, it's like that Steve Buscemi meme that he's like, how do you do, fellow kids?
Oh my gosh, from 30 Rock? Yes.
But I'm like, I can't be them.
So I don't know about you, but when I get chicken nuggets, I get the sweet and sour sauce.
I think I'm more of like a honey mustard kind of person.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
I do usually love, oh my God, 20% battery on the phone. Oh, thank goodness that. Hopefully I didn't mess up the recording. I do love a nice HM situation, but the sweet and sour at McDonald's is probably up there in terms of like best things on the menu.
Is it? I don't think I've ever had it.
What? You gotta try it.
Okay.
Should I feed you?
So romantic.
In another dimension, this is when our love story begins. In like Earth version 3.5, like we're like, Logan, let me have you here's a chicken nugget, my darling.
That's probably the funniest thing I've heard in a while.
That's kind of on brand for, I feel like, for us, just in general.
I have to. This is very embarrassing.
Yeah, go for it.
The first time I saw you, like, we didn't talk or anything, but I was like, oh, he's so cute.
Oh my God, do you know how many girls have said that? Like, you're not trying to be that guy who's like, I'm hot, but like, a lot of girls are like, oh, I'm so into you.
It was at a radiothon for charity.
Oh my God, that's probably the day too I was running around like.
And so, I mean, you were just kind of like sitting there, you're kind of mysterious, and I was like, oh, he's so cute. And I talked to you, and I was like, oh yeah, no, he wouldn't like me.
You came over like, hey, and I was like, hey girl, and you're like, uh-oh.
I was like, oh shoot.
Speaking, you know what? We're 49 minutes in. I feel like the 3 people who've tuned in, the listener. I just feel like that's so pretentious. The listeners.
Do you think they're getting tired?
The peasants have tuned into the king and queen. No, I'm kidding. Anywho.
You think they're getting tired?
Well, here's the thing. This is where we save the good stuff at the end, because it's like you made it through all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
I'm currently going through like an Emily in Paris situation.
Ooh.
There's a few different people, and I feel like I don't know what to do.
Ah! Have you finished the second season?
Oh my god! I just had a giant burp into the microphone. I have, and I actually like it. Here's why I like it. It's not like, wow, this is must see. Like, but
it's not
very,
good TV, but it's fun TV.
Guilty.
Yes.
It's like sugary sweet, and it's just like. And I do think it's a little smart. I don't think it's like revolutionary, but and you know what? Sometimes that's what you need. You need a little sugary sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, if everything's award-winning masterpieces, it just gets to be a lot, right?
Well, I mean, it got renewed for season 3 and 4, so
Yeah.
it's doing something right. And this season had a lot more like actual like speaking French and stuff. Like I feel like in the first season it was a lot of English, and then this season like 2 characters that were both French actually spoke French to each other, which is like that makes sense, you know. Not everyone's just going to be speaking English to each other. But do you want to talk about your 2 intro, or is it like you just want to throw that out there?
It is. Here's what I.
You're like, my life is cooler than your life, and I just want you to know.
No. Here's the thing. First of all, I don't even know where we are. This is a new part of Cleveland for me, so that's fun. For all I know, we're in Canton.
We're in Akron. Hello.
It's Akron. Where was I? Oh yeah, please try the sauce. Here's the thing. So the one, I like the one, but talks the talk and does not walk that walk, and that's what's really frustrating. And I would rather have someone say, "Hey, I don't know if I'm looking for a relationship right now," and be honest with me, than say I'm looking for a relationship and then do things that just don't agree with that. So like, I don't know, and maybe it's just like an immaturity thing, and then there's this really nice gentleman who has actually been helping me invest, and I made like $1,000 off his investment advice. Part of me is like, this can't be like legit. Like, I'm waiting for like the SCS, the IRS. I'm waiting for someone to be like, girl, you can't be doing this shit.
Seriously.
So if I'm arrested for like anything, that's probably it.
Got it.
I mean, the goal, I'm like, I need to keep talking to him because he's nice, but shoot, like I can't say
helping
no
you make money. Yeah, seriously.
to investment
Helping you for your
advice.
future.
I know. For when I can retire and just do this, you know, when we're 3,000 episodes deep.
Right? Oh my gosh, could you imagine? How fun.
I like how for me, I'm like, yeah, well, it is what it is. And you're like, wow.
That's my dream. That's my
so
dream.
pretty. Everything I aspire.
I don't need $1 million. I just need 3,000 episodes of No Sleep Sleepover. Well, that's so exciting.
And
Options
then
are fun.
there's another, I mean, there's just...
Stop.
Here's the thing. I go through, I know, there's like 5 or 6 different, I mean, it's like a whole cast of friends over here. But you know what? I don't know if you relate to this. I go through like wet seasons and monsoon or dry seasons and monsoon seasons. So like in dry seasons, no one's talking to me. No one's matching with me on Tinder. No one cares about wanting to go on a dates with me. And then all of a sudden, 40 people out of nowhere are like, you are a shining light and I would love to go on a date and you are so sexy and you are wonderful. And it's like, and then you turn around, you know, you're like Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. You turn around and they're all gone and you're back to, and then there's no offers on the table. It's like all the offers and then no offers. Isn't that crazy?
See, I went on my first like dating app dates just this past year. Like before then, I had never gone on a dating app date because I was like, that sounds scary. I don't want to die. Then I went on my first one and I was like, well, that sucked, but you know, it was a fun thing to do. So I went like on a bunch of first dates last year. Yeah, I mean, the most that came out of it was like, I kind of texted with 2 at the same time. And you know, that was scandalous. It was like, who am I going to choose? Like, we went on no other dates really. But it was like, haha, I am Emily in Paris now. But no,
I will say, you know, I think one of the sad truths and just kind of the situation, people are talking about multiple, for the most part, it seems. I don't know if this is true. I'm not going to be like Snapple and be like, this is a fact. People are, you know, they talk to multiple people at once. Yeah. And
I think it's just hard when you're getting to know somebody, because like, why are you going to put all of your eggs in that basket if you don't really know them yet? You know?
I agree.
So I get that. That makes sense.
Especially because, like, at heart, I'm the kind of person who, like, I don't like putting my eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
I like spreading my eggs.
Yeah, I do too, usually. So, yeah, I mean, I totally get that. You got to keep us updated. Or at least me updated. They don't need to know. But what if they listen? Could you imagine?
Oh, they don't.
And they're like, I heard you talk about me on your podcast.
Oh, please. Do you know how much things I release? They're probably like, oh my God, they're probably overwhelmed. They're like, I can't listen to all of this.
That makes sense. See, I only do one thing. So if I talk about a guy on here, he'd be like, oh, so you talking about me on your podcast? I'd be like,
You're like, maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's actually a Reddit post about this guy who was like, I don't know what to do. My girlfriend has like a semi-successful podcast and she talks about me all the time on it. And he's like, I'm uncomfortable with it. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Don't date someone who's super famous. That's what I tell all the guys that want to date me. I'm too famous for you, sorry. Can't handle it.
Yeah, you gotta keep up with the kitchen.
Is that a saying?
No.
Try to keep up with this kitchen.
What would your Housewives tag be if we were doing like the Cleveland Housewives? What would your tag be?
I've never watched Housewives.
You know, they have a sentence. They're like,
Do they?
like, I'm here to make money, not friends.
Let's see. Do you have yours?
Let me think. I think it'd be something about like, I naturally have cocaine blood. Like my energy, like I am a giant bomb of energy, and I'm coming for you.
I think mine would be something like, some say I'm too much, but you just can't handle it, or something like that.
Or like some say I'm too much, but they're too little if you ask me.
Yeah, something like that. Something good like that.
I like that. That's sassy.
You know where we are now.
Yes, I know. You know what's funny? I recognize where we were because a person I went on a few dates with lived in that apartment building that we passed. So that's,
Oh, wow.
I know that
Your
was
love
a
life
memory.
is just something, it's just insane.
Well,
I would read a book about it.
You know what's
about
funny? I have a theory called the Baskin-Robbins theory that I personally definitely feel like you keep my attention for a week and then my attention's lost. That's most people. You're here for a week and you're gone.
So, does Baskin-Robbins like have ice cream for a week and then they get rid of it?
No, I just think I was like, oh, it's like an ice cream special. My first thought was Baskin-Robbins, but anywho, I call it Baskin-Robbins theory.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
stupid.
No, I can roll with that.
I don't know, like it's hard to keep my attention. I'm so busy, and you know,
If you're not staying interesting, then like, what are you doing? Get out.
And then the problem is the people I find really interesting are usually like problematic to some degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
Trust me, I date straight guys, so I totally know what that's like.
Just the answer for everything. Like I really don't know how to solve this physics problem. I date straight men, so I know what that's like. Logan Molnar, ladies and
Quote
gentlemen.
me. Put that on a t-shirt.
I really don't know why the plumbing's acting up.
I know what that's like. I date straight guys.
That's like your 80s sitcom tagline.
Oh my god.
I don't get why the pancakes won't bake properly. I know what that's like. I date straight men. Like the jingle out of the...
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But seriously, men suck.
That's our merch. You can buy it at nosleepsleepover.com
Men suck.
/merch. Men suck.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of our listeners. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
All of you, all 10.
Everybody. We have 10.
Probably more than 10. Nice 20. I don't know. I'll check the numbers after this.
No, men are fine, I guess. Don't take what I'm saying. It's fine, you know.
No, I'll take the moral high ground here, and I'll say most men do suck.
Cool.
And the men who are listening to this probably don't.
Yeah, because you have good taste. So.
Well, like, here's the thing: a problematic man is not going to listen to this kind of podcast. I'm sorry, we're not
Joe Rogan.
We're not his demo. We really are not.
I do have one friend who listens to this, and we were on his Spotify Wrapped, and Joe Rogan was his number one.
Oh God.
It's like us and Joe Rogan on the same list.
Actually, I will say that's a very impressive birth.
Yeah.
Or girth. What's the word for?
It's birth. Girth is like thickness.
No, like what's the word for like a range? It's a range. Just call it a range. Never mind. Don't even try. That's what happens when I pull out fancy vocab and try and be impressive.
He's got some.
he just loves that girl.
Woo.
He just, woo.
Sorry, grandmas.
Grandma's like, Logan, I couldn't listen to this one. It was too much.
It's too inappropriate.
There was F-bombs and hamburger chewing and girth. You know who's also not listening to this?
Anybody.
I was gonna say our glass blowing teacher.
Oh my god, I still haven't gotten the pumpkin.
You haven't got your I haven't gotten my pumpkin either, girl. They probably threw our pumpkin.
I know.
away. Oh, do we call them up? Be like, hey.
Do you still have my pumpkin?
Hey,
You're
so
like,
I know we did
no.
this in like October.
I think it was even like September, honestly. Because I think it was.
Was it?
I think it was before Halloween, maybe.
I felt like it was after, if anything. I don't know.
Was it? I don't know. Might have been.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, pumpkins.
Oh no, it was definitely after. No. I don't
Right?
know.
I think it was after. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't. We didn't even get to see what they look like. They came out well.
I mean, knowing us, they definitely look great. I
We're
assume.
very talented people. and very
We're
humble.
just so good at glass blowing. That's why we're at the glass blowing introduction seminar.
So humble.
Oh, man.
But to be fair, he did say it was like not an intro class.
Which was weird because it totally said it was an intro class. But anywho.
We just want to make money.
Well, we are like 3-4 minutes away from your house.
Yeah.
Anything to wrap up on, or any closing notes? Any? You want to thank the Academy or something?
Ooh, this is my time to shine. Quick little story actually.
Yeah, please.
When I used to drive, you know how people like, they sing and everything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to practice like my acceptance speeches.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't like act or sing or anything, so I
Okay,
don't
so
know
give
what
it to
was.
us. And the
Oh.
winner for Best Podcast at the Cleveland Podcast Awards is No Sleep Sleepover with Logan Molnar and Matt Rebar.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, my Diet Coke is the trophy. I'd like to thank the Academy, obviously. I want to thank Matt, my co-host. You're beautiful. Your mind is beautiful. But yeah,
I like that. I'd be like, I'd like to thank all the people that were like, it's like the Seinfeld of podcasts. There really is not like a plot happening. It's very.
I like that.
I feel like we
Seinfeld
talked.
of
Do you know how
podcasts.
many things we talked about today? We literally went from like a Willy Wonka Snapple comparison to dating to like Cleveland to like.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even remember all that we talked about.
I'll have to
today.
watch this back.
This is probably my favorite one we've done yet. This was fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
I feel like because I was in this car, I had to focus a little bit more because sometimes I have focus issues. So
Yeah, which is fun. It's like sometimes I see you like look off and I'm like,
I get distracted. I'm
Hello?
like, oh, squirrel.
like, oh yeah, respond. No, but this was a lot of fun and I definitely want to do this again.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Thankfully there was like no snow or anything.
Can you imagine we did this in a snowstorm? We'd be dead.
That'd be fun. But yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of No Sleep Sleepover. You know where to find us: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Anywhere you get your podcasts, or you can check out Starbolt Studio pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or at starboltstudios.com.
And on YouTube, please watch our videos because we are very cute individuals and it's a lot of fun.
And on TikTok,
yeah, on TikTok,
if you get some content up there.
we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work
TikTok,
on
we're
it.
coming for you, girl. We're coming.
We're gonna be the next big thing, probably.
We're the next big thing in relativity to our things. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
And we're parked. We are safe,
Yeah.
just in case you are listening and not watching. So, bye
Peace
everybody.
out.